Bruh, seems like Alex SARR is gonna be a wizard. that's the way it seems.
All cards are pointing that way for sure.
Yeah, well, we gonna talk about it.
We'll see.
Varius.
Haha, your boys is back. It's your boy Roll Jones, man.
Tron Jacobs. You know, we just two Wizards fans.
It's your two favorite Wizards fans, man, and we back for yet another episode. And this time, y'all, we're getting closer and closer to the 2024 NBA draft. We got the number 2 pick, obviously, because we were trash, as we already know. But number 2 pick, it looks like, as we were saying, it looks like it's gonna be Alex SARR. But we're gonna get into that because we're not alone this time, T. We're not alone this time around, man. I'm excited, man. We got some listeners and some friends of the pod, man. First and foremost, first person we're gonna bring in, huge Wizards fan, someone very, very close to the show, very close to you, by the way. You know what I mean? And hey, I'm gonna let him introduce himself as I introduce him. Bringing in first and foremost, y'all, Trizzy Senior. What's up, Triz?
What's happening?
Yes.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Really excited to talk ball with y'all. Pause.
Hey, big pause, but we're glad to have you. You know what I'm saying? We got the GOAT on with us, man. And hey, more greatness just about to be in the building here, man. Another close listener to the pod, close friend to the pod here. Y'all, we got another Wiz fan in the house. Shout out to our boy, Mo. What up, Mo? What up, Mo?
What it do? What it do? What it do? What's his name? Hey.
Who you man rocking around with? Who that? Oh, that's
Gil, man. Gil, age of 0.
The greatest of all time.
Age of 0, man.
Hey, well, you know what? That was probably, I think we can all agree, well, maybe John Wall as well, but Gil, those were great times for the Wizards. That was a cornerstone guy.
Absolutely.
And this number 2 pick, we know we about to potentially bring in a cornerstone guy. And that's my initial question that I'm going to ask y'all. And I want to start out with our guest here, T. And I'll come down to you first, Mo. When you think about the potential of Alex SARR being the number 2 pick for us and thinking about him as the cornerstone for this franchise, do you see it? What's your thoughts? Floor is yours.
Thinking face. I don't know, man. Without Gafford, we definitely need a presence inside. So no Diddy.
True.
I like what is his name, man? Vucevic or whatever the guy was, the guy from overseas. He didn't play too.
Oh yeah, Tristan. Yep, Tristan Vucevic.
Yeah. Yeah. I like him, but him and Koulibaly, I think I like to see what they can bring to the floor, man. Like the French connection there. Hopefully they can bond. Create some good chemistry out there because we need it, man. But I hope he will be the cornerstone piece, man. Definitely need a center. That's what he plays, right? The center, right? Or is it?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we gonna see, man. Hopefully, hopefully he pans out to be effective early in this league. Cause the competition I know is better than overseas. So hey man, we just gonna see and just hope for the best. Hopefully he gets developed. Hopefully, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. Everybody thinks it's gonna be Scar, but SARR. I don't know really how to pronounce the guy's name, but I don't know, man. We're gonna see.
We gonna see, man. What you think, Trez? What you think? Not a SARR, man.
I like his current defensive presence. I think that he has potential to be very good on that side of the ball. I think that offensively he can get better. I don't know how much better. He's pretty raw right now. I think he really needs to put in a lot of work. What I would do if I was a GM, I would pick him. I would put him in a position to win. I would tell him, listen, I want you to block some shots. I want you to play defense. I want you to make spectacular plays on that side of the ball. And we got you on the other side. We'll get you some lobs. We'll get you stuff close to the basket. As you develop, we'll move you away from the basket. But right now, because I want you to build his confidence, because you a star. In order to be a cornerstone piece of a franchise, that person has to have confidence. That person has to have superstar potential. On the defensive end, he may have that. On the offensive end, we have to build that. But we may not need him to know that he sucks at offense.
Pretty much.
Right. So we gotta mask it.
I think we got a good dunker. You know, I think he's a great dunker.
Right now, he's Rudy. He's Rudy, but he can play defense.
Yeah, but more nimble.
Exactly.
What's your thoughts, Tron? Now, just real quick for the listeners, we did gotta go in and we gave our thoughts in the previous episode, but now that it's kind of setting in, Tron. Now that it's kind of really set in that this is gonna be the guy. Is he Gilbert, Wall, Beal? Is it that?
As of right now, I don't see it. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good for us. But do I think he's going to be like that table turner, that cornerstone? I don't know. For a lot of reasons that Triz was just saying, like his offense isn't really spectacular. There's nothing to write home about. But I do think that he's going to be able to create a good defensive presence down in the post. He also seems to have nimble feet so he can guard on the perimeter. So to me, I think that he feeds into what we are looking for or what we need, and that's a defensive presence. That's something we haven't had for a very long time. So to me, I'm looking forward to that. But do I think he's going to be the highlight of the team? I can't say for sure. I don't think so. I think that he's going to be, let's say like this, I think he might end up being a star, but not a superstar, or not all-star even, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that he's definitely going to be a good player. I think that he has the ability to become more than a role player. But is he going to be a John Wall type of impact player? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we definitely gonna see. And I'll put it to y'all like this, man. This is my thoughts. I feel like he's not gonna be the main guy. He's not gonna be the John Wall, but I could see him being the Brad. I could see him being a sidekick. I think he's the first piece to that next building block. Yeah. That, you know what I mean, that we're gonna end up having. Whoever that guy is, I'm still a firm believer in Jordan Poole. I still believe in the whole Jordan Poole thing. I'm one of the very few Wizards fans out there that still believe in this thing. Now, not saying that it's going to be Poole and SARR, but it's going to be SARR and somebody. That's what I think. And I do think, you know, we could end up getting maybe a couple of all-stars out of him. Definitely a couple of defensive player of the years, whatever you want to call it, or a couple of all defensive teams. I see that in his future. I definitely do. And that's all we really need. You know what I'm saying? I'll use a Mutombo. I could take a Mutombo right now. Right? We can get anything out of this jank. So I don't know, man. But I guess tailing this out before we kind of start talking about the off season and kind of where we want to see the team fill out. I guess when you think about the moral of the story of us getting Alex SARR, how do you sum up your excitement? And I'll start with you, Mo. One word that sums your excitement.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just one word.
You said one word. That makes it hard.
You know,
Makes it harder.
I'll take I don't know.
Okay.
It could be a thought. It could be a single thought. You know.
I have one.
What's that?
Okay, it's really 2 words. Defensive potential. Not just for him, but him, Bilal, and Benny together. They're gonna be shutting some shit down. There's gonna be some angry folks on the other side of the ball.
Yes, God. Yes, God. They just need a guard. They just need somebody on their front, or excuse me, on their backboard that can handle, like, be like a TJ McConnell type guy,
Right.
Caruso. That'd be all right.
But because they don't have that, it's gonna be a lot of help side blocks.
Yeah.
Because
Hell yeah. What about you, Mo? Like, just sum it up for us. Your prayer. Okay.
Yeah. But at this point, bro, we just need somebody to just help on defense, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if he comes in and he just controls the paint, I'm cool with it. I'm just desperate, bro. It's been a very long season for me. Me personally, I have boycotted going to see them play because, but I'm just desperate at this point. And just to touch on Denny, no Diddy. I really don't like Denny, honestly. I feel like that with the intangibles, with his size and everything, he should be more dominant. I do like that. He had starting to develop a more of an inside game. But as far as Sky, man, I'm just desperate, man. That's all I can say.
That's all to speak for all of us, man.
Not even just us. Any Wizards fan right now. Like,
and you know what? I'll let the Denny comment slide. We'll let it slide. You know what I mean? Because you're a friend of the pod. But we like Denny up here, man. You know what I'm saying?
the best part about Denny is that he actually doesn't like losing. You can see it when they lose too much, he gets pissed, and not everybody's like that on that team.
Yeah, for sure. And we need that to build in this culture. That's the pivotal building block. Good. So, well, speaking of building blocks, the off season definitely is a what do you call it? A good example of how to build a couple of blocks.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't make sense. I'm not gonna use that shit anyway. But y'all know where we at with the off season, man. Y'all know where we at with the off season. So being that we're stepping into the draft, free agency, I mean, let's be honest. We don't have a lot of money. We're not expecting to sign like a LeBron right now. So thoughts off free agency, y'all. We're gonna play a little fill in the blank here. The Wizards this offseason must. Take it away, Tron.
I think that they must improve defensively. So the thing about the Wizards is that they've always been able to score. But being able to score and stop your opponent from scoring, that's actually how you win games. So they must improve defensively. I think that the draft pick right here is going to help, hopefully. But I think that that's their biggest must. They must improve defensively if they have any hope of getting better. If they don't want a record that's very close or similar to what they had this year, that's where they make that move.
So, piggybacking on that, so when you say they must improve defensively, where do they start? You're Will Dawkins.
I mean, they're starting
to start.
They're starting right now with SARR. They started last season with Bilal. I think that tandem is going to be really good just because there's like Mo said earlier, it's like that French connection. I think that's really going to be good. I think that's going to help elevate probably both of them because Bilal's already had his first year. He sees what the game is. He did good. And I think that having somebody on the team that's French and understands the other part of his life I think that that's going to help him kind of dive in a little more. And then he's already had a season under his belt, so he can help SARR kind of really understand. But I think that the defensive identity is going to start with what they already have. They already have Bilal. They already have Denny. Now they get SARR. I think that the hard part is, you know, you have a couple of quote-unquote superstars that aren't really defensive players. So it's really getting them to at least buy in and try hard. They might not necessarily ever be like true defensive stars, but they can at least be tryhards. And I think that that's really just going to go a long way into at least building a team that has the ability to stop. Because they can put people on the bench who also have that defensive ability. So when the second team comes in, we don't lose a whole bunch. I mean, that's where we end up messing up, is we got people on the team that just be letting points slide. Like, okay, now you're losing by 20 when you could have kept it to 2, and it's hard to come back from 20.
And that all about effort, man. That was a huge thing last season. And Triz, coming to you, man. So you're Will Dawkins. All right, you in the boardroom, whatever, wherever they at. All right, and you looking at everybody. Like, look, I'm not starting this season without doing this one thing. What must Wizards do this offseason?
They must focus on the future. If they choose SARR, they got to understand they have pieces already. They have Denny, they have Bilal, they have Kispert. They have a coach who can focus on developing these young players. You have to understand who you want on your team. What type of player you want. If you look at the best teams in the NBA, they have a type of player that they're looking for. And I'm not talking about talent-wise. I'm talking about the intangibles, the characteristics, the toughness, the character. Who do you want on your team? Get these high-character people. These people that's not going to fuck around, not play defense, worry about the girls, worry about the fits. You got to get these hoopers in here, man. These hoopers are winning. Simple as that. Focus on getting the hoopers. Focus on the future.
Yeah, agreed. And I feel like that's the case. I really do. I feel like that they are, you know, with a lot of decisions, just hiring Brian Keefe. I feel like is a sign that they're focused on the future. Now you're Michael Winger, or not Winger, is Winger, right? Michael Winger, Mo. All right, and you're in the room with Will Dawkins, and you're like, all right, I hear you. We're gonna focus on the future. But what must the Wizards do? What are you gonna add to that conversation?
I feel like guys did a great job of summing it up, honestly. Focus on the future is big. I think, now I know I'm probably on the fence about this, but I like Titus Jones. I know his contract is expiring, so he's a little undersized, but I do like him. I like how the offense moves when he is in control of it. So I would just focus on re-signing him, man, honestly. Because I feel like once you establish, okay, this is the floor general, I think the pieces will fall in line. I think that everybody kind of adjust to their roles. I mean, you know, I want to say establish a defensive presence inside, but I mean, you guys did a great job already, you know, establishing that. But as far as my take, man, it's Titus Jones, man. I like how he controls our offense. He comes in and boogies, man. I like it.
You know what? You actually, I think you're on to something with that one, man. Because if you think about it, Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole, Bilal, Denny, SARR. How we feel about that 5?
That's a great 5.
You lost me at Poole. It's a great 5. If Poole plays like he did in the latter part of the season, then I'm completely fine with it. If he goes back to how he was at the beginning of the season, then he needs to go to the bench.
You know, you could actually interchange Poole or Jones. Like if you grab Poole off the bench, then that's an instant offense. But another thing they need to do this season is someone needs to get in his brain and teach him how to continue how he was trending in regards to running the offense, passing the ball. If he could do that, you know, disregarding his defensive inefficiencies, he's a really good player. He might be worth the money.
It's still
Can't trade him.
You know what I'm saying? It's there. It's there. You don't just. He didn't get attacked by the Monstars, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, come on, man. Like, he still.
It's a system, man. It's a system. He's talented, but it's a system.
Yeah, and I don't think we got. Well, I will say that's why I'm still a believer, man, because of how it ended with him and Keith. You know what I'm saying? He responded well to him, so I think to be continued.
It's a great sign. Ooh, I got one more thing.
What's up, man?
There's another pick in the first round, right? What number is that?
26.
We need to knock that out the park. This is not a deep draft, but there's a lot of solid players. There's not a lot of stars, but there's a lot of good players. Got to knock that 26 pick out the park.
Give us some names. I mean, like, who were we feeling at that point in the draft?
Ooh, wait.
That's a hard one.
Bonnie James. I'm just kidding. No, I like Bonnie.
Hot take.
I like Bonnie a lot.
You like him first round a lot?
Me personally, yes. But
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Bonnie. I think he's a pro. A lot of people don't. I think he's a pro. Also, I mean, look at his daddy. He's not gonna fail. He has everything he needs. I don't know, man. If in a perfect world, if Jared McCain slipped, that'd be nice. He's a nice little combo guard. But I don't know. I'd have to look. But we got to knock that out the park. I would have to take a guard though, a defensive-minded guard.
Yo, KJ Simpson out of Colorado. That's a name I'm gonna throw out there.
There you go.
He's a pesky, offensive, defensive, two-way kind of guy. I could kind of see him playing with us a little bit. Oh, Terrence Shannon too. Terrence Shannon out of Illinois.
Okay.
That in the open floor, I won't say it's like John Wall, but it's like it kind of gives me that feel a little bit, you know. But he's not the passer that John is. So,
right.
But he should be available at that point as well. So that's it.
I was looking. I think Ryan Dunn from Virginia. I think he's got a potential for us just because he kind of helps feed that defensive mentality. Offensively, he's not going to be a scorer for us. But I'm okay having somebody who is a defensive specialist as long as we still got other scorers out there, right? So other people who can take care of the ball offensively.
Mm-hmm.
If you can shut down their best player or their second best player, then I'm okay with you averaging 6 points.
Yeah, you're on the flare.
Right.
And the other guys around you gonna like playing with you too, because they get more shots.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. So, what about you, Mo? Any names that come up at number 26 for you?
Okay, so me personally, right? I am not a college basketball guy. Honestly, it's too many teams. A lot. But I will say this though. Since Ernie left, I do have faith in the front office and what they see and the talent that's available. I hate to be the guy who downs his team, but that Johnny Davis one was kind of head scratching for me, especially since I didn't know anything about the guy. People say he wasn't even that good in college, so but hey, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I just hope it works, man. I'm just being honest with you, man. I just hope it works. College basketball, it really isn't my thing. So other than the projected first rounders, I really don't. I'm really gonna pay attention to them.
Hey, you said as long as they can play, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, they can play and produce for the team, man.
And real quick to kind of hit back on Ronnie real fast. and this is my quick hot take, and I'm gonna actually kick it to you after this trip, after this, because I want to hear your hot take as well. But I think we should take Ronnie at 26, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm be honest, bro. Like, he's a guard. He fits.
You would fit.
Defense. You know what I'm saying? Like that. To me, he's an elite defender. I feel like at the next level, he's gonna be a lockdown guard, and
absolutely,
we need that. You know what I'm saying? And all that other stuff, it'll develop, man. Like you said, his dad is gonna make sure that he puts enough resources in him to make sure that he's successful. And
low key, he's a dog too. He's a dog. He's quiet, but he's a dog.
Yeah, we need that. So that's just me. But speaking of hot takes, I'm gonna kick it over to you, Triz, man. You said you had something hot off the press, man. You was trying to share with the people, man. I gotta get this shit.
I had a hot take, and like I said earlier, Tron, I told him earlier today, and he basically told me shut the fuck up. I think that there's only going to be one star out of this draft. It's not going to be SARR. I think it's going to be Cody Williams.
Wait. Okay.
Yes.
Cody out of Colorado.
Out of Colorado. I think Cody's got all the upside that we want to see out of SARR and on offensive end. He's got that. I think that he could be the big shot taker at the end of the game. He's inconsistent right now, but it'll get better. I think that's who he could be. And I think defensively, he's already where he needs to be. I think he's the let's just say star at number one. And you didn't like the guy from Connecticut, Klingon? Take a shot at Cody.
So you would take him at number two? Like, is what you saying?
Just off my eyes. I ain't looking at just like that off the eyes. I was like, I think he'll be a star. I think he can do the ball. He can do stuff.
Number two? At number two though? Like,
hey man, then.
That's what he said.
That's exactly what he said. Oh look, man, Anthony Dillon number one.
Hey, I'm not mad at that though. If we can get him, like
right.
In a perfect world, we can get another lottery pick. Yeah. Cody too. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, naturally at number two, I don't necessarily take it.
It'd be tough. That's why it's a hot take.
It's a hot one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you to shut the fuck up though. You know what I'm saying?
I did. In my defense, I didn't actually tell him shut the fuck up. I just said I don't think that's a good move for number two.
His vibe definitely telling me to shut the fuck up.
Cody Williams.
Okay.
It's like 6'8", man. He's really big. He could probably have 1 through 9.
Yeah. Okay. And his brother is already in the league.
Right.
That's Jalen.
Right.
OKC.
Exactly. So, and look how great he's been. And he was a late pick. He should have been higher.
And Will Dawkins drafted Jalen Williams. That's another thing. Like, Keith Tree, like, you know, so there's a connection there. So you might be on something, Doc.
So what I would do if I were in that case is I think that we should be trying to get that 13th pick from New Orleans. I think that that's our move. I think that we can probably move Kuz and somebody and try to get that 13th pick. So we got 2 lotteries and a 26 and see if we can make it work. I think if we can get Cody there, I think that would be perfect.
See, now they done moved on from Josh Giddey. OKC. That was my free Dario. You know what I'm saying? We're like, move him and get that pick, get number 12. Yeah, but I don't know.
That is time. I'll pass on Giddey.
Hey, he's a good young player, man. He's still young.
I like it.
And he came up on the Chief too, you know. So
I like Giddey.
I don't know something about that guy, man.
Yeah, I get the hell off the court, but on the court, he's solid.
Right.
So I said, didn't he have some type of allegations or something?
Yeah, we don't need none of that.
They swept that under the rest so fast. That man didn't get suspended not 1 second.
Yeah. At all. Like he really did like get away with it.
Yeah.
Get a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Nah.
But that number 12 pick though. Like, we but cool. Hey, well, y'all, I think that this is a great way to kind of tell this out. I mean, real quick, I will throw it out here as well, man. Hey, look, there's another star in this draft, okay? And you know who I'm gonna say. You know who I'm gonna say, okay? Reed Shepherd, okay?
Yeah.
If we can end up with SARR and Reed Shepherd, I'm telling y'all, oh my God, we will go to the playoffs next year. I will tell you. I'm putting it out there, dog. I'm putting it out there. I'm talking crazy.
Hey, I'm talking crazy.
Reed Shepherd.
He's solid, man.
From Kentucky.
He's from Kentucky, yeah. He can break through with 6'6".
6'3".
Yeah,
he got a good game though. You got an NBA game for sure.
For sure.
White Devin Booker.
6'3" is tough, bro.
But you won't pick Bron.
Cool.
I said, but you want to pick Bron. Well, he's 6 foot even. So
He's 6'1".
We need every.
But those are two different games.
True.
Hey, look, if Reed Shepherd had Bron's defense, he'd be number 1.
Real shit.
Yeah.
We could have a 5 that is a potential all defensive team.
Yeah. I like SARR too, though. He fits the need big time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna start right away. He's gonna get a lot of playing time. We're gonna might get a couple games on TV because of him.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, he's a good pick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this though. I don't think that I don't want anybody getting their hopes up thinking that we're gonna be like a bubble saying like we ain't going nowhere still.
Nah, we getting Cooper Flag next year.
Right.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all though, we get Reed Shepherd and Alex SARR. Y'all, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all, dog. We 18, man. We back.
Hey. Oh my goodness, that's funny, bro.
Not good, man. Let's wrap this thing up, man. Hey, man, big shout out to everybody tuning in and listening to us, man. But an even bigger shout out to our guest today, Mo, and our boy Trizzy Senior, man. Fellas, thank y'all, man. Any final words, parting words, anything you want to plug? The floor is yours.
Hopefully Jordan Poole turns it around. Hopefully, he stays with the momentum he had at the end of the year, because we're gonna need him.
Yeah,
we're gonna need him. I don't know about the whole Kuzma. They're gonna trade him, what they're gonna do with him, but I just want to see him win, man. I just want to see him win. Hopefully they put the right building blocks together and just a dub, man. So yeah, I'm just trying to be optimistic about it.
Life of a
Very
Wizards.
well said. Say it again, Tron. Say it again.
Life of a Wizards fan.
Take it home, Trez.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to thank y'all for having me again, man. This has been a delight. Speaking on Jordan Poole, man, I have another hot take to close it out. I think that he's going to average over 25 points a game. I think we talked so much shit about Jordan Poole last season. He disappointed so much, and we ain't heard nothing about him this summer. I bet you he comes back with a vengeance. He's still going to be chasing some defense. He's going to average 25 and 6 assists.
Yes.
He got to. He got a big rod that can catch. I think he's going to average 25, bro. I think we was going to do last year. He ain't going to do this year. He thought you was sweet.
Yeah.
But
I'll take that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take that. I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you, man. I still believe too, man.
Hey, I'll be thrilled. I ain't gonna say I believe yet, but I'll be thrilled.
But points gotta come from somewhere.
Right.
They gotta come from somewhere. Might as well be here. This ain't locked in. He's fashion show.
Yeah.
I think
Tron?
Bilal's gonna take a step this year.
So
Now, when you say step, are we talking 20?
I think he'll average probably 12, 15. When I look at what he did last year, he has some bright spots. But it wasn't in a place where he was consistently at scoring a certain number, right? But overall, he was doing the same. He already has the defensive ability. Now he just needs to kind of focus in and get that offense going a little more, which he showed. Like I said, he showed opportunities. He shows like that he has it. I think now that he knows he has it, I think it's going to kind of amp him up a little bit, give him a little more. I think he's going to really kind of try to shine a little bit more. And I think that he's going to need to score for the team that we have. I think he's going to need to score. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like, oh, just go in the corner and hit a three. It's like, oh, no, I'm going to go, yeah, boy, because I got a 7'3" wingspan and you ain't going to do nothing about it. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we can get 25 out of Poole, and I'm gonna ride this out with this. If we can get 25 out of Poole, give me 20 out of Denny, all right? Because he did 15 last year. 20 out of Denny, give me 10 out of SARR. Yeah, Mo, I said that. And give me 15 out of football. And then remember, we have not said anything about Corey Kingsford. We have not said anything about my boy off the bench, man.
He's the wild card.
He's the wild card, and he could average anywhere from 15 to 20 for real.
Right.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we coming back. We coming back. Yo. That's my final take. That's my final take, man.
I would say that this is the first time I'll be like, we got potential. This first time in a while, they'll be like, we actually got potential.
That's all you need. A shot.
Right.
An opportunity. Come on, 11 seed.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Look, I take. And the 11 seed, that's a win, y'all. And we was almost in the play-in. And we can look
Right.
like, yo, we was almost in the play-in. Yeah. Oh, but anyways, hey, yo, once again, Mo, Triz, thank you so much for joining us, man. Hey, so for Tron Jacobs, boy Rome Jones, man.
Tron Jacobs. It's just two ways as fast.
Later.
The Varius